Hello. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. I've just done the school run. You're gonna be able to see me right there. Sorry, you've got something on the lens as well. Hello, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be a really cozy, chatty home vlog today. I've done a couple of recent money saving videos here on the channel and I just love, it feels like I'm going back to my roots when I do them. And you guys have been really enjoying them, which is so lovely, and it's really good to do a refresher now and again if you're looking into frugal living or money saving ideas, because I certainly have felt like it's easy to slip into like old habits, and it's probably good for me to address that, because if you're new to my channel you may well be watching like my saving money, my know by year, my frugal living videos, and you might think if you don't do them like those ideas and those tips, then you may be feeling like you're doing it wrong or you're failing at it or something. So it's good to talk about the fact that I also do that. So yeah, I just really enjoyed going back to basics, starting again, getting that mindset in check, making sure we know like that, getting the tools that are there for you if you need to be better with money or get a better money mindset, better financial well-being. So yeah, I'm glad that you've been enjoying those, but I thought I would do a home vlog today just to sort of catch up, and it's just been the Easter holidays. So yeah, I feel like I can finally catch my tail, because obviously the children have been off for ages and that's been lovely, but you do lose routine, and obviously as a working mum it's really hard to do everything with them here and not drop a few balls along the way, because I'm either dropping balls with them or with work or with the home or with Stu. So yeah, it's been busy, but they're all back to school now. So today I want to do just a couple of jobs around the house that I've been wanting to do for a little while, and I've really got into like this mindset of wanting to just simplify things. So I think hold on, I'm gonna need a cup of tea for this. So I'm just gonna get myself some breakfast now. I haven't eaten yet, which is, well, what's the time? 9:30. It's not too late, but I tend to just eat when I get back from the school run. So I'm using this oat milk, and I'm thinking about maybe making my own, because I've seen a few videos and it looks so simple. And when I have these Weetabix, I've got Weetabix and banana today, they literally soak it up like a sponge, and then I end up using so much milk. So I'm sure it's just like cheaper to make it. That's quite frugal, isn't it? I'm gonna also put in these brown linseeds, which I got from Amazon. I got them as a kilo bag and I shared it with my mum, which is why it's in this pot, because I didn't think I'd get through like a whole kilo straight away. So we shared that basically. I'm just gonna pop you here so I can put those in. Tale as old as time. I'm gonna do 2 kind of teaspoon table, actually no, 1.5, because that looks quite a lot. But these are just really good for like your hair. I think it was £9 for a kilo, which is more than double this, and that is gonna last me probably 6 months. So I'm just trying to like put as much goodness into my body as possible. I've also been having these like little acai smoothies, so I'll probably make one of those later. But yeah, this milk, I just feel like, should I start making it myself? It looks really easy. You just put, I think you put oats and water in a blender and then you sieve it. I think that's what you do. So yeah, maybe. And also I've got my coffee, which I used to buy the filters for this. And now I just use some kitchen roll, because you can't taste it, it doesn't break. And I mean, these are like way less money. So yeah, I'm just gonna filter that through. The coffee we use is this one, which is an Aldi one. It's the Colombian No. 3 ground coffee with hints of dark cocoa and caramel, and it's so nice. Like, I feel like coffee, I was saying this in the comments yesterday to somebody that said that they like would buy the more expensive coffee because it was a frugal living video. The coffee for me is like such a small pleasure, like a simple pleasure, and it really makes up part of my sort of day, because obviously Stu, he works an office job, but he since the pandemic they've all been posted from home really, so he's in the office today. But it's like when we get back from the school run, I'll make a pot of coffee, and it is such a joyful moment. Like, it's just a lovely moment together. And yeah, anyway, so the tangent is that I just think if something like coffee, if you're going to spend it on that, and it is like a £3, even if you go to a coffee shop and buy something, even though it's really expensive doing that, if that is your small pleasure, your simple pleasure, then like, don't take that away from yourself. That's all done. Just literally do it like that, and then throw this away, and then you're done. It's probably, yeah, much less wasteful, I would say, anyway. But anyway, yes, so let's have some breakfast and a coffee, and then I will chat to you more about my day.
Just take a look at yourself. Do you really think it's gonna help if you always fighting yourself, trying to forget how you felt? Just take a look at yourself.
Going to do the dishes. While I do that, tidy up the kitchen, drop my tripod adapter, start from scratch and clear the decks, as my mum would say, and then I can have a little bit of a tidy mind to have a chat with you guys, because I'm feeling philosophical. I'm having an epiphany.
Can't even be your own friend, 'cause you're way too stuck in your head. How do you think it's gonna end? Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. You think if they said it, then they must mean it. So you should feel it. Somehow you think that you need it. Others' opinions.
So, I've just covered myself in water. I'm a bit high now. I got really cold because it's really cold outside, and it's so sunny, and it's that really, you know, catches you off guard, because that's actually, don't be fooled, it is not warm out there. It is not. It is just lovely behind the glass. I'm drinking green tea because I've just become very aware of getting old and like having this like epiphany of aging and wanting to look after my body. I know I spoke to you guys about it not so long ago about just like eating better, exercising, being better for my body. Sorry, the light's changing because it's suddenly really cloudy. Thank you so much. I had so many nice comments on my frugal living tips video about looking nice, so thanks for that. I probably don't look nice tonight in contrast to that, today, in contrast to that, because TMI, but I got my period, and I don't know about you, but I just feel a bit rotten when I have like the first couple of days of my period. So I'm fine, I'm just gonna flow with it. I was actually meant to go and film 2 videos today, but they're sit down videos, and I just don't feel like camera ready, which is silly because I'm on camera quite clearly, but I think like these cozy vlogs, I just feel like it's chatting to a friend. Hopefully they come across like that to you too, and it's just like a kind of cozy, don't need to look your best sort of thing. Yeah, so I just want to do a bit better for my body. I feel like I'm not treating it respectfully. Stu and I have been talking a lot recently about alcohol, and we don't drink in the week, but we do drink at the weekends, and I love it. Like, it's my favorite thing on a Saturday night, cozying up on the sofa with a glass of wine, watching a film, and it's just that experience of it that I love. And it's not that it's going out and partying or anything like that anymore, but I just really enjoy that. But I do think my relationship with alcohol is not as good as it once was, in terms of I'm older now, and in the mornings I get really anxious, or sleep is so bad as well. So I don't know, I feel like I just wouldn't want to give up alcohol because I love the moment, but then I don't love how it makes me feel. So we're just exploring other options now, maybe looking at alcohol-free or something like that, like sort of alcohol-free beer or whatever. But yeah, so that's sort of happening. I feel like there's just a shift at the moment. I feel a real shift of how I'm feeling. And I thought I would just share that in a vlog because I'm just craving a simpler life. Like I'm craving not being, I think what's happened is for all of my life, I've worked towards this point of financial well-being, and I never had a good relationship with money growing up, and I never really had any money growing up. And I have worked relentlessly for where I'm at now. So I don't have a very good work-life balance. I am a workaholic, and I love my work so much, but it means that I don't get any downtime. I just love making these videos for you so much and helping you, and knowing like the messages I get to say, you've helped me get out of debt for the first time, I've got a better relationship with money, or I've managed to buy my house because I've watched your videos. Like they just make this whole thing worth it. I love being so much a part of that for you. You guys do the work, but to help guide you there is just so, I feel so honored. So with that, I don't really have any work-life balance, and I feel like I've just got to this point where I've like hustled to get to this point where I put the work in, but now I'm a bit like, I feel like I've basically got burnout from last year. You know, I don't just make videos, I write for press magazines and newspapers, and I do editorial stuff and copywriting and all of my social media stuff. So I do a lot of other things that you probably don't see if you only watch my YouTube videos. The cost of living crisis is just crazy at the moment. It's just so expensive to live here in this country. But then, yeah, you don't get this time back. So I'm so conflicted at the moment. I just feel like I want to just pause it and then find some stuff that might work instead of this like rat race of, you know, like Stu works a corporate job, so he has even more pressures of a 9-to-5, of like targets and everything like that. So it's, yeah, I think there's so much life out there, and we are not ones for just sort of doing the conformist thing, but life gets in the way, and you have to worry financially about things. You have to worry about being stable for the children and stuff like that. I'm very aware that I am just babbling on, but if this resonates with anybody, get the conversation going in the comments, because I would love to know. This is a very, very chatty vlog. Sorry, it's gonna be probably quite long. I hope I'm getting the point across. I think we've just built this life. We love it so much. I'm so grateful. Like I literally still now, keep falling off this bloody side. I still now look around every day, and I am so grateful that we have this place. It's just a dream to own a house, and we worked so hard for it. And I just think like there's ways in which you can still have this safety of this house, but also explore the world, and also financially not impact yourself too negatively. So yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit enlightened. I've just been watching the Michalaks, who I love, and I've known them for years, and Steph just creates the most like chef's kiss incredible videos. Like they are production masterpieces, next level. And I've just watched 4 of his. I messaged him, I was like, dude, now I need to like quit alcohol, buy a camper van, go live somewhere else in the world, and go to Margate, which I have actually booked for this weekend. Let me know if you want a Margate vlog, by the way. I hear it's very up and coming. Never been. I watched their vlog twice and I was like, let's go to Margate. So I'm going with my best friend that we went to Butlins with, because Stu's actually at a bike conference this weekend. It's a bike conference, you heard that right. It's as fun as it sounds, but that's his thing, he loves it. And I said to my bestie, who's just always up for an adventure, you know, like you've got a friend that you can just text and go, do you want to go away this weekend? And she'll be like, yeah. And I love that so much, because I'm a free spirit like that as well. And yeah, and all the children get on really well, so we're gonna go to Margate. But yeah, I just recommend going watching Steph's videos. And he's on a bit of a journey as well at the moment. It's just amazing to watch, and it's just making me question my life decisions of like, there is only one life and it is so short, and will we regret not doing the thing? I've also spoken about this before, like Stu and I are very much on the same page when it comes to traveling. We always love to travel. Like I always prioritize that. I've told you that many times. And I say to him, like, do you think other people want to just get up and travel around and like go and live in a different country? Or is that not like a thing that everybody wants to do? Because I feel like I'm just drawn to those experiences. But anyway, we've got some work to do in the garden. So I'm going to finish my green tea, or start my green tea, and then let's go into the garden because winter has ravaged it. It has definitely, there's work to be done. So yeah, let's go do that. Sorry if it's a bit windy and noisy out here, so I thought I'd show you this area. So when we moved in, this is like a Cotswold stone, and it looked a lot nicer than this. Basically, I've got all of these weeds, which I actually think I brought in from our old garden in a pot, which is incredibly frustrating because the pot is with a plant that basically is like hasn't really survived anyway. It's this guy, which is an olive grove that I tried to start probably about 15 years ago and never grew. So it's all of that in there, but basically it's now travelled, I'll talk to you about this in a sec, all the way, like everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out what I can. Actually no, I'm not going to pull out what I can, because I've got this, which is what you put onto the leaf and then it goes down. So I've been waiting for it to not be raining, so I'm going to do it now, and then I'll pick up all the leaves and everything like that. And then I've got these, which I think we bought from Asda, which is the Cotswold stone, but unfortunately it was open. I put it in the car like that and it went everywhere. But there we go. Yes, so that is the job for now. And I'm not sure what to do about this because I've cut my lavenders down and I think I've killed them all, guys. And then, as you may well remember, last year I had this issue with the bark. So basically what happens is the birds get in here, I think, or the wind or something, and it just blows this everywhere. And so every time I come down it just looks really messy. So if I step back a bit, obviously not there, so we just moved that off of this bit I'm stood on here, but I'm not sure whether to get rid of all of that altogether and then just pave it, so we actually have like a bigger paved bit. I'm not quite sure, but that won't be for now, that's another time. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to sort out now. There we go, all done. Obviously just a little mini makeover, and what I had to do was spray the Weedol when the weeds were in the ground, so I haven't just covered them up. It's because otherwise the stuff won't go into the root. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Tulips should be out soon. I need to get some more bags and do the same on here and on here, but so far, yeah, I'm happy with that little mini transformation. Lunchtime, I have got a leftover HelloFresh, which, oh my gosh, can we just take a moment? This is Thai-inspired bao buns that Stuart cooked last night. Bao buns, I mean, look at it. We've got the chicken, the peanut sauce, the salsa slaw stuff, and the bao bun. Delish, delish, delish. I feel like I'm still so cold. But because I keep sitting down to do some emails and stuff, and then I catch a chill. Are you going to balance there safely? I've started using this because George has got really bad eczema at the moment, and I don't know what's causing it. I don't know what set it off. He hasn't really had it before. Let me know if you've got any recommendations. I've stopped using anything in the bath with him, so he just has like a vitamin E from Superdrug, like shower gel, which is like oats, I think. Not any conditioner in the wash. I'm going to use this now, so I've used it a couple of times. I think this was from, I feel like I got this on Amazon when I had an Amazon Fresh delivery. But yeah, I haven't had like a powder like this for ages. So yeah, just going to get some washing on the go. Can you see me all right? Yeah. But yeah, let me know if you've got any recommendations for eczema treatment, because we've not really, he's always had like respiratory things, like he gets croup all the time, that sort of thing. Now, do I put this in the machine or do I put it in the dispenser, in the drawer? Okay, right, I'm gonna concentrate. I heard something the other day on a podcast, something about your brain is like different types of brains, and I think I have a monkey brain where it cannot settle. It always has things going on, like things that you're thinking of and planning and stuff like that. So they said about sitting and just staring out of the window for like 5 minutes every couple of hours in the day, and that means that your brain actually has time just to shut off or do something mundane. So for example, they say monkey brains won't be very good at like meditation or yoga because they can't still their mind, but actually doing something like reading a book or painting is active quiet or something like that. So basically you're still doing something, but your brain is able to just focus on the one task. Because I suffer a lot with procrastination and things like that, and I've been reading loads about ADHD recently. It feels like there's a massive thing about ADHD, like so many people saying they have it, and the more and more I read, I'm like, I do that. I just thought that was normal, like, but where you can't do more than, you have to do more than one task at the same time, where you forget things, you lose things, you just want to like do everything at the same time, or like you start doing one thing and then you start doing another, and I'm like, doesn't everybody do that? That's just how my brain works. So that's been really interesting, and I think I'm just going through such a moment of discovery, of like, I don't know, I'm just feeling enlightened, and I'm like, okay, there's like a lot to break down here. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to discuss with Stu, like where are we gonna, like where do we see ourselves in 5 years? I think what it is as well is you live in this momentum, and it's constant. And with the children getting a little bit older now, we're suddenly just realizing like they want to just play with their friends a lot now. And with that comes a bit of like, oh, we are redundant. Like when your children are growing up, ours are 8 and 10 in May, and it's like they suddenly have got other things in their life that's just not you. And I think when you're so used to being that person that the children, like you are all, their whole world, and then suddenly they are not hanging out with you as much, it's like, okay, this is the next stage. You have a bit more freedom. You realise you can do other things. And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not like moving out or anything anytime soon, but it's just a weird stage I'm in, guys. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk and for being my therapist in the comments. It's okay not to do everything. And I think that's something I've really struggled with and that I really want to move forward with, I guess. Yeah, anyway, I don't know if any of this has resonated with you at all, or if it was just a mind dump. What was that noise? Oh, it's a reminder. I think when the holidays have been and the children have been here loads, we haven't really had the time to sort of like zoom out, as Steph would say, if in doubt, zoom out. That's such a good saying, because you're just chasing your tail. But yeah, I think I just have a lot on my brain, and maybe some downtime would be a good thing, because obviously we do lots of travel stuff, but most of the time I'm creating content when I'm there, or I'm working with brands to create content for them. So even like a holiday is not a holiday from the mind. So yeah, I don't know, does anyone else get this? Like they just have loads of ideas they want to do and not enough time. I don't know. Anyway, I hope this has not been a complete waste of your time watching this video. I would love to know if you're feeling the same, what directions you're going in. Have you had a bit of a midlife like direction shift, mindset shift? And if you're just here for the frugal living, Hopefully you got some little tips here and there for that today. Most importantly, just thank you so much for being here. Really, this channel would be nothing without you guys, so thank you for being here. And I know lots of people have said that they haven't seen my videos. Whoa, that was probably a bad angle. I know lots of people have said that they haven't seen my videos for a while. I do think YouTube has been hiding them for a while because my views have been like a quarter of what they were a couple of months ago, so I don't know what that's about, but hopefully you'll soon start to see more of me if you want to. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care, bye.